That's when she panicked. Started crying. Saying it was stupid. Said she never met the guy in real life, it was just fun and harmless. That she felt bored, lonely, like she needed attention. I asked her, "Did you ever stop to think about how I'd feel? While I was asleep next to you, you were sexting strangers?" She said, "I didn't think it would hurt you like this." That line hit harder than anything else. Because that told me she knew it was wrong. She just assumed I'd never find out. I stood up, walked past her, grabbed a backpack from the closet, and packed a few things. She followed me around, crying, begging, apologizing. I didn't yell. Didn't break anything. I just said, "You had a choice. You made it. I'm just responding to it." And I left. Slept on my friend's couch for a few nights. Cleared my head. Told my parents we broke up. Didn't go into detail. A week later, she sent a long email. Pages of apologies, explanations, excuses, and memories. Said she missed me. Said she'd deleted everything. Said she wanted to try again. I didn't reply. Because here's the truth. Once someone lies to your face while smiling at you, the entire relationship rewrites itself. All the good memories get infected. All the trust dissolves. And even if I could forgive her, I'd never forget that feeling. Lying there, pretending to sleep, while she flirted with someone else 2 feet away. So no, I'm not angry anymore. Just done. We lived together for almost a year. It wasn't always perfect, no relationship is, but I honestly believed we were solid. We had our routines. Our Sunday coffee runs, random movie nights, cooking dinners together. Comfortable, simple. And that was enough for me. Her name was Laura. Smart. Independent. Kind of mysterious in a way that made you want to know more. But sometimes, mystery hides things you're not ready for. It happened on a Wednesday night. She had gone to bed early. Said she was exhausted from back-to-back meetings. I stayed up watching a basketball game and scrolling on my phone. Around midnight, I finally turned off the TV and went to bed. She was already asleep, or so I thought. I plugged in my phone, turned off the lights, and that's when I noticed it. Her phone lit up. Not a notification, the whole screen. She'd picked it up. I watched, eyes half open, pretending to sleep. She was holding her phone low under the blanket, reading something. Then she smiled. The kind of smile you don't fake when you're alone. Then her fingers started typing. I lay there, heart pounding. Then I heard the faint buzz. My phone. I turned away so she wouldn't see I was awake, picked it up slowly. But it wasn't her. It was a Snapchat notification, someone had added me. A random username I didn't recognize. Out of curiosity, I clicked. And froze. The profile picture? Horror. A mirror selfie I'd never seen before. In lingerie I didn't recognize. I felt my entire body go cold. The snap said, "Hey. You up?" Winking face. I stared at it for a good minute. Then I got up, calmly, walked out of the bedroom with my phone. Sat on the couch in the dark. 10 seconds later, she came out. "Hey," she said, rubbing her eyes, acting confused. "What's wrong?" I didn't say anything. Just showed her the screen. She looked at it, blinked, then tried to laugh it off. "Oh my God, that's not me." I said. "Laura. It's literally your face. Your hair. That's our bathroom." She went quiet. Then tried to shift it. "Why are you going through my stuff?" I kept my voice level. "I didn't go through anything. You accidentally sent your burner account to me instead of whoever it was actually for." She said nothing. Didn't cry. Didn't fight for it. She just quietly said, I'm sorry. And maybe she was. But it didn't matter. She picked up her bag and left. No screaming. No drama. Just silence. And honestly, that hurt more than yelling ever could. Because it meant she'd already emotionally checked out a long time ago. I was just the last to find out. That night, I sat on the edge of the bed and looked at the space where she always kept her phone charging. Empty. And for the first time in weeks, I slept all the way through the night. A few days later, she sent a long message. Said she messed up. Said T didn't mean anything long term. That she panicked when things got too real between us. Said she was used to being loved less, and when I treated her right, she didn't know how to handle it. It sounded honest. But it didn't matter. Because trust doesn't come with a second version. You either have it, or you've used it up. She used it up. Now, I live alone. There's a little more silence in my life. But also a lot more peace. And every time I look at my nightstand, I'm reminded of the one moment that changed everything, not because I went looking for lies, but because they were left behind, unlocked and waiting. She left her watch at my place, and that's how I found out. We weren't officially living together. But she spent most nights at my place. Clothes in the closet. Toothbrush in the bathroom. Half of my fridge was her stuff. It felt like a soft merge, like we were heading in the real direction. Her name was Amber. We met through friends. She was warm, energetic, the type who lit up a room without trying. She wasn't overly romantic, but she always showed up when it mattered, or so I thought. Things were going fine. Or maybe I just wanted to believe they were. It happened on a Sunday morning. She had stayed over the night before. We had brunch plans, but she left early, said she forgot she had to help her friend move. No problem. She kissed me on the cheek and left in a hurry. Later that day, I was doing laundry and noticed something sitting on my nightstand. Her Apple Watch. She always wore it. Never took it off, even while sleeping. I figured she'd be back for it later, but out of curiosity, I picked it up. It was still unlocked. I know I shouldn't have looked. But I did. Not to spy. Just, something told me to. I tapped on the messages icon. Not even her recent ones, just whatever came up first. And there it was. A conversation with someone saved as T. The most recent message, from her, said, "Last night was amazing. I hate sneaking around, but I love being with you." I read it again. And again. Last night. She was with me last night. I scrolled up. Flirting. Inside jokes. Details about dinners I didn't know she had. Complaints about how hard it is to balance both. At one point, she said, "He suspects nothing. He actually thinks I'm staying in more for him." I put the watch down. Just sat there. You know that feeling when your heart doesn't even race? It just stops? That. She came back a few hours later, cheerful as ever. "Did you miss me?" she said, walking through the door like she hadn't just blown up the entire story we were building. I handed her the watch. She smiled. Then I said, "How's tea?" Her face dropped instantly. "What?" I said. "You left your watch unlocked." I saw the messages. She didn't try to lie. Didn't deny it. Just froze. And then she said something I'll never forget. It wasn't supposed to be serious. I stood there, quiet. Then asked her, "So what was this? The groceries? The plans? The drawer full of your things? Was all of that fake, or just convenient?" She thought I'd never check her other Instagram account. We were together for just over 2 years. Long enough to talk about moving in. Long enough for our parents to meet. Long enough to start planning a future I thought we'd both be in. Her name was Claire. She was smart, funny, kind of private, which I respected. She wasn't obsessed with social media like a lot of people. Didn't post much, didn't overshare. Just a few photos here and there, mostly work stuff. But as time went on, something about that privacy started to feel more like secrecy. She never wanted to take pictures together. Said she hated couple content. Never tagged me. Never added me to her stories. I didn't care about being posted, I'm not that guy, but it started to feel weird. I brushed it off. Until one night, a friend of mine sent me a screenshot. "Bro, is this your girl?" I opened the image. It was her. No doubt. Same hair, same smile, same little freckle under her lip. But it wasn't her main Instagram account. It was another one. Private. And the username? Nothing even close to her real name. The profile had about 30 posts, all carefully curated. Her outfits, dinners, nights out, but the captions were what stopped me cold. Phrases like, "Date night face blowing a kiss. When he picks the restaurant and the wine 2 hearts. Sundays with him." And none of those photos were with me. Not even close. I requested to follow the account. She didn't accept. So I made a burner account. Just a blank profile with a dog pic. A few mutuals. Nothing suspicious. She accepted in under 10 minutes. I went through every post. The same places we used to go. The same days she said she was home resting or working late. Except in those photos, she wasn't alone. There was a guy. Same guy in 6 or 7 different posts. Always half-cropped, or turned away, but still visible enough. Same hands. Same watch. Same smile peeking out from the side of the frame. I didn't confront her right away. I waited. For 3 days, I acted normal. Said good morning, made her coffee, kissed her on the forehead. All while knowing exactly what she was doing behind my back. I wanted to see how long she could keep lying. On the 4th day, we were sitting on the couch watching something when I casually asked, "Hey, what's your other Instagram?" She froze for half a second. Then smiled. "What other one?" "The one with the black and white profile photo. The one with all your dinner dates." She blinked. Hard. Then said, "How did you find that?" No denial. "No, what are you talking about?" "Just pure exposure." I told her everything. The screenshot. The burner. The captions. She didn't cry. Didn't get angry. She just looked defeated. Like the game was up. Then she said, "It wasn't serious." That line again. The one cheaters always use when they're out of options. I asked her, "Did you ever think about how I'd feel? Or did you just assume I'd never find out?" She said she was confused. That she liked the attention. That I was too stable. Too stable. That one hit hard. Apparently loyalty is boring now. I told her to pack her things. Gave her a deadline. No yelling. No begging. No second chances. She left 2 days later. Blocked me on everything. And I never heard from her again. A few months later, I saw that same private account disappear. Deleted, maybe. Or maybe just hidden from the next guy too. I didn't care. Because here's what I know now. If someone insists on keeping their life compartmentalized, if they have to live 2 versions of themselves depending on who's watching, then one of those versions is a lie. And it's only a matter of time before you find out which one.